one sense, you got to be happy you have more home games than any other team in the league at this point. But you said there's nothing magic about that. You still have to go out and play every.
Absolutely. We're not a team that just shows up and wins ball games, whether it be home or on the road. So it's important for us to have the right mindset, to do the things that we know we have to do to put us in position to win ball games. And if we do that, we'll be just fine. There's no question about that. But we have to stay true to who we are.
But having said that, the fact that there's no more 5 gamers out there and 5 games in 7 days and those kinds of things, that has to feel good that that's behind you.
Well, it feels good that we put ourselves in position to get to this point. And now it's about, sealing the deal, finishing up the season the right way. Our guys have earned that right, and it's great to be in this situation, but it's not just going to happen.
Well, and you have a chance to still make an impact on this team down the stretch. Or if we looked at your numbers, we might think one thing, but your contributions could not necessarily show up in terms of numbers, can't they, at this point of what you have to do?
Yeah, and I'm not a numbers guy. I mean, there's a lot of guys in the league that can get big numbers and still be on losing teams. I don't mind if I'm not scoring. I mean, I just try to defend and rebound and make the right play, make the right pass. Some nights I have big numbers, some nights I won't. But I don't look too much in the numbers column. I look more in the letters column. So if we've got more W's than L's, I think that's the most important thing.
Well, in terms of that type of contribution, the thing that I've noticed when you have played this year is, you're just such a presence inside. You can notice that guys noticeably change their shots when you're around. So that's a huge impact.
Yeah, and if I can impact, if a guy all of a sudden shoots a floater instead of trying to come in and dunk, that's kind of a job that I've done well. Guys know I'm coming to block their shots, and that's just something I've done pretty much my whole career. So good ankle, bad ankle, I can always do that. I can always rebound. Offense is going to come and go. My touch still isn't there, and might not be for a while, but that's just the way it is.
You still got a lot of basketball to play. So how has this all been an adjustment for you this year?
It's been a lot, especially just because now, the intensity's risen, especially just because there's a lot of room for movement. If you drop a game now, you go from, possibly being 6 to possibly, falling out of the top 8. So, I think our biggest thing is just trying to just focus on every single day and can't take your foot off the gas pedal at all.
Is there such a thing as a second win? Do you feel like maybe you're starting to get a little bit of that at this point?
Yeah, I think I'm working on my third, actually, just being a rookie. But, it's been a long season, very hectic, but I've loved it.
Every team goes through peaks and valleys to some degree. And how big or how small they are is all relative to every team. And you just got to know that nobody's going to help you get out of it if you're in a rut or whatever the case may be. You guys collectively going to have to do it. Nobody's going to come in here and feel sorry for you. It's a very unforgiving league. Nobody's going to say, they lost 5 in a row, let's let them win today. You know what I mean? They're not going to want to be the team to lose to you and break the streak. So, it's kind of added emphasis on that side as well.
You've been on a few teams on the fun scale. Where is this team? Is this a team like that?
Yeah, this is, I've said it before, this is the most fun I've definitely had as a professional. Guys who just love to play basketball, at the core of it, just have a ultimate love for the game and a respect level for it, It's time after practice, you still see guys in here getting up shots, working on their games and, trying to individually better themselves. So that's very refreshing.
And a chance, as I said, to just still make an impact because there's still a lot to be determined yet this year.
Oh, there is. We still have a lot of work to do, to be honest. The playoffs aren't guaranteed for us neither. The Lakers are sneaking up behind us, Utah. So we need to create a bit of a gap, and we haven't been playing good basketball probably for the last, I would say, 4 to 6 weeks. We haven't played like we did early on in the season for whatever reason, defensively and offensively, and we need to pick it up. We have a Sacramento team coming that's obviously has our number, and then Houston and then Milwaukee. So we've got 3 tough games coming up.
Why have the Kings given you guys so much trouble this year? What do they do that is tough for you guys?
Well, they're a pretty capable team. Not only with us. They've beaten some pretty good ball clubs over the course of the season. They have a number of guys who can put the ball in the basket, and if they get hot, they're a difficult team to deal with. They run a fast-paced offense, similar to us, and if they get going, it can be a tough team to deal with. They're a team that just seems to not have the consistency to do it all the time. I don't know why they pick us to have the consistency against, but coming into our building, we got to meet force with force and understand that on the defensive end, if we dig in, disrupt their offense a little bit, then I think it gives us a great shot to win the ballgame.